from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish.
You ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
We did also get the USA Basketball FIBA World Cup roster. You look at that, you're like, oh, that's an incredible roster. That's an incredibly made-up roster.
They fit.
It's like looking at a puzzle, and you say, ta-da, this is how this all works.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Whole city turns up. Where the best belong. Level up. Shit, level up. 901 to the world, let them know we gotta level up. Yeah, level up. Bluff City show out, gotta level up, level up. Shit, level up. Got soul, got heart, got pride, gotta level up. Yeah, level up. 901 to the world, let them know we gotta level up.
From the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
My name is Gary Parrish, speaking from Built Ford Tough Studio, FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me, glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I hope you're ready to take advantage of a real treat out at TPC Southwind on Thursday and Friday at the very least. The biggest names on the PGA Tour. They're playing together. Rory, Scottie, 8:30 tomorrow morning. I'll tell you how rare and cool that is momentarily. First, though, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you. The next segment, about 20 minutes. Chris Verner's going to join me. He, of course, is the host of the Chris Vernon Show, weekdays noon, Grind City Media. He'll pop in studio. We'll talk all things FESJC. Vernon will be here in the next segment. Finish that, take a break, come back. 5 more things you need to know, at which point we'll discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, the Titans and the 49ers are playing each other tomorrow night. It's an exhibition on the NFL Network. Sounds like they're probably going to end up fist fighting at some point. I'll tell you why. We'll do it in about 40 minutes. The Vikings have named Kyler Murray their starting quarterback over J.J. McCarthy 1 year after picking J.J. McCarthy over Sam Darnold, the latter of whom went on to win a Super Bowl in Seattle. In short, they messed this up. They messed a good thing up. We'll feel sorry for Minnesota fans. We'll do that a little later on in the show. Bill Simmons has figured out a new way to make a podcast go viral. All you got to do, apparently, publicly acknowledge that you don't like seatbelts. It's a wild thing to take a stance against, seatbelts. I'll get Bennett's thoughts on that. We'll do it in just a bit. LeBron and the Sixers, that still sounds a little weird. They're going to open against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. If you want to go, it's going to cost you a lot of money. We'll tell you how much in the third segment. And rest in peace, Prince Mongo. Memphis legend, died after a fall at his home. We're going to honor an icon who really did play a huge role in local politics. We'll do that during a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's Carryout, and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to. But I did want to start with the FedEx St. Jude Championship because we are now less than 24 hours away from the start of the 2026 FESJC. Tee times, they have been announced, and what a treat we're going to have tomorrow, 8:30 a.m., number 1, TPC Southwind. That's when the 2 biggest names on the PGA Tour and 2 of the best golfers of all time will put tees in the ground, one right after the other. Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy are paired together, which means if you happen to be on the first tee box at 8:30 tomorrow morning at TPC Southwind, you'll be able to watch golf's 2 biggest stars do the thing they've done to become golf's 2 biggest stars. Imagine if you could watch Shohei Ohtani and, say, Aaron Judge take swings tomorrow at AutoZone Park. That'd be fun. Imagine if you could watch Patrick Mahomes and, I don't know, Josh Allen throw balls tomorrow at Simmons Bank. Or Victor Wembanyama and Jalen Brunson, compete tomorrow inside FedEx Forum. Can't do any of that, unfortunately. But what you can do is watch golf's equivalent of those things at TPC Southwind at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Awesome stuff. That moment when Scottie and Rory are approaching the tee box, standing around, putting tees in the ground, making their first swings, that's going to create a memory for everybody, the old people and the young ones, standing around there tomorrow out at TPC Southwind. Big Ben, it's good to see you on a Wednesday morning.
You too, man.
I made it back to Memphis safe and sound, a little later than I would have liked, but I'm here.
You do look a little tired this morning. Yeah.
Well, I am a little tired. I think
I was wondering how a trip to New York and back in one day was going to work.
Well,
it's pretty intense.
I tell you this, it works better when there aren't delays.
Yeah.
I tell you that for sure. It works better when there aren't delays. I walked in the house last night, right around 1 a.m.
Okay.
Probably fell asleep around 3:30 a.m. And then, got to get boys off to school.
That's right.
And I don't want to take credit for that. My wife handled most of that, but my eyes were open at least. And so if I look tired, it's because I am. If I look tired, it's because I am. I made it back from New York safe and sound, though.
Good.
All right. I'll get my rest at some other time. I guess that's the way I'd put it to you. One positive about finding out you're losing your world-class golf tournament after 2 more years of this is that it makes you appreciate what you have while you have it, I think. So with that in mind, can you find an appreciation for the fact that the 2 biggest names on the PGA Tour, 2 of the greatest golfers of all time, are going to be playing together right here in Memphis, Tennessee on Thursday and Friday? Can you find any sort of satisfaction in that?
Yeah, I think I can find some satisfaction. I mean, that will be pretty cool to see and watch on TV. Might try to get down there, but I got a full calendar. We'll see. We'll see.
Busy times in your life.
Busy times right now.
Plus, I don't know if you've seen the temperature, but it's very hot outside.
It's extremely hot outside. By the way, just a side note.
Sure.
I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm talking about here. But
I do that all the time.
Is there a reason that big announcement came out like the week of the golf tournament?
The week before?
Or the week before, yeah. Just seems like terrible timing.
It just, it's like you've been planning.
Could we not have waited a week?
It's a little bit like you for a year you've been planning your anniversary vacation, right? Man, I can't wait till August. This is gonna be great. We're gonna get to do that thing again. And then the week before you're supposed to go, your partner hands you divorce papers and says, we can still go if you want to.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it one more time.
Yeah.
But after that, it's over. Then you gotta have to find a new home.
Yeah.
Hey, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's not great.
It's tough.
I don't love it.
I don't love it either. But listen, I mean, like you said, those are like 2 of the biggest names in sports, let alone golf.
They are.
Like, I think those 2 guys, probably, I mean, obviously outside of Tiger Woods, but those 2 guys like that are actually playing in tournaments, big tournaments, I think they transcend the sport more than any other golfer.
Tiger's forever the biggest name in golf.
Sure.
Till he dies, he's the biggest name in golf. But he doesn't play golf anymore.
Yeah.
He drives cars, wrecks them sometimes, but he doesn't really golf a lot anymore. I hope that he does. I'd like to see it again. But let's put it this way. In terms of active golfers, active PGA Tour members, guys who actually play golf, golfers who golf. I don't think there's bigger names than Scottie and Rory. You could argue Bryson, but,
No, but these two guys can lead SportsCenter when other guys can't.
100%.
Yes.
These are. You don't have to be a baseball fan to know that Shohei Ohtani exists. You don't have to be an NFL fan to know that Patrick Mahomes is a person. I don't think you have to be an NBA fan to understand LeBron James walks around on this earth as a king. And I don't think you have to be a golf fan to know that there's a fella named Rory and a fella named Scottie that played that sport at an extremely high level. Trivia time.
Okay.
How many times have Scottie and Rory been paired together on the PGA Tour?
Okay.
It's happening tomorrow, and it will happen again on Friday. How many times has it happened to date?
I'll say one other time.
Well, no, it's been more than that.
It has been. Okay.
It has been more than that. But let me run
it's got to work out where they're like both.
Well, the tournament has to put them together. You can do it like that. You could just say we're putting them together, to start Thursday, Friday, which is exactly what the FESJC has done. Or, if they happen to be close enough together on the leaderboard, they could get paired on a Saturday or a Sunday. So if they happen to be, and Scottie Scheffler's leading the whatever Open at 13 under par heading into the final round on Sunday, and Roy McIlroy's alone in second at 12 under par, they would be paired together then. So there's a variety of ways they could get paired together in PGA Tour events. My question for you was, how many times has it happened to date? And the answer is more than one. It's not a lot, but it's more than one.
Oh, okay. So we're including like them getting paired together like throughout the tournament.
Just at any point on the PGA Tour.
Got it.
And just so you know, Scottie Scheffler's 30 years old. He's been on tour since 2018. That's when he turned pro. He's been ranked number one in the world a total of 203 weeks, which is bananas. He's won 4 majors. Rory's 37, turned pro in 2007, been ranked number one in the world for a total of 122 weeks. He's won 6 majors, including each of the past 2 Masters. Both are legends, and they've been on the PGA Tour together for each of the past 9 years. And so the question is, over those 9 years, how many times have they actually been paired together where they look up and they go, oh, I'm playing with you today. I'm not just playing against you today. I'm not just in the same tournament as you today. I'm actually playing with you today. When you play number 1, I'll play number 1. When you play number 2, I'll play number 2. We're going to walk these 18 together. How many times does that happen?
I'll say 10.
More than that.
20.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. 20 is the answer. The Scottie Rory pairing has happened 20 times to date on the PGA Tour for an average of 2.2 times per year since both have been on the PGA Tour. And it'll happen at least 2 times this week at TPC Southwind. First on Thursday and then on Friday. So what has happened only on average twice per year on the PGA Tour over the past 9 years will happen twice over the next 2 days at TPC Southwind. That's nice.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I wish they weren't taking our tournament, though.
Oh, God, I know. It's so stupid.
It is.
It stinks.
It's not stupid. We've been over it. But, Calkins had a nice column about it in the Daily Memphian where he went out and talked to a volunteer. And it just sort of hammers home the point that for decades, literally decades, there have been people volunteering out there. And it's not all rich people with country club memberships. I mean, it's people I know who have very normal jobs. They live paycheck to paycheck like most Americans. And they get vacation time. And they could take it and go to 30A or wherever people vacation. And maybe they do. But in many cases, they take it so that they can go stand under a tree with a sign and just be out there. Why? Because this is a very public and visible way to raise money for that hospital. And Jeff went out and talked to a guy who started as just a volunteer, and now he's in charge of volunteers, right? And his wife is a part of it, and she doesn't care anything about golf. But it was almost like you take a sense of pride in being out there. This is ours. And what we've always, I think, thought, maybe foolishly, perhaps hoped more than thought, but like, this is our thing. It's got incredible corporate support from FedEx, and it supports the most amazing hospital in the world.
Yep.
And the PGA Tour, even if they are motivated by money and greed,
You're not going to do that to them.
it's such an easy PR win for you.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids, you can raise money for them. Absolutely, that's the most important thing. You can also create some incredible PR. It's an unbelievable commercial. And I guess I just said always sort of hoped, maybe hoped more than thought. As long as FedEx is here and as long as those kids need help, you won't walk away from this.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's bigger markets, and I know the schedule is shrinking, but some things have to be more important than the biggest market and the most money. And I just thought this would be one of those things.
Yeah,
And
I felt the same.
And it's just not. We learned that. It's just not. It's not. They can say they appreciate FedEx, and they can say they cherish that hospital. But when it came time to make a decision that runs counter to your financial interest, perhaps, but should run parallel with what you like to say you're about. When it came time to make that decision, they walked away. That's what they did. And that stinks. And I really do think not everybody's going to be walking around TPC Southwind with that in the back of their head or the front of their head, but I will. It's in my head. My kids won't know any different when they're out there. My wife probably has no idea about any of that. But it's in my head. Like, I was joking the other day, because of the tournaments here every year, because of my jobs, I know some of these people, who come in town for the event, and then they go to the next city for the next event. And I know it's not them that made the decision. I'm not going to be mean to anybody, but it's like, for years, it's always been, hey, GP, it's good to see you. It's great to be back. I mean, it's a little hot, but man, this place is amazing. I mean, oh, sure, I'm sweating, but Folks Folly was great. So the course looks incredible. And, Jordan Spieth is just staying right over there, and he always has a great time here. And I just really enjoyed those conversations. And I'll have those same conversations, I assume, but hanging over all of it is going to be like, yeah, and we're going to come back one more time, and then we're out of here. We ain't coming back no more. You were a big league. If you think of the PGA Tour as Major League Baseball or the NFL or the NBA, you were a big league event, and you will be next year too. But after that, you're AAA. After that, you were the Cardinals, and you'll get this year and that, next year of that, and after that, you're the Redbirds. We were sending the Cardinals, and after that, we'll send the Redbirds. You were getting Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge, the equivalent of that. After one more year of this, you're going to get people you've never heard of and people I've never heard of, and I actually play golf and like it. It stinks. There's no way to spin it good. And that is why I really do think, like, it's the first week of school for my boys. I don't know that you should be skipping, but I'll have that conversation at some point with my wife today. I think, should we pull them out on Friday? The two best golfers, two all-time greats, are playing together at TPC Southwind on Friday afternoon. And it ain't one of those things where you can say, well, they'll be doing that for the next 10 years, 15 years. Before last week's announcement, you could reasonably assume that they might. But now we know they're going to do it Thursday, Friday, and then they'll presumably come back here next year. But after that, this is not hyperbole, Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy will likely never play in Memphis again. Unless something dramatically changes with the PGA Tour, or we get a Champions Tour event and they decide to play on that someday. So we'll get the old versions of them. But after next year, all the cool stuff you see tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday, after next year, it's gone. And that does, I think, hang over it a little bit. I'll still think it's awesome to stand out there and go, that's Rory McIlroy, that's Scottie Scheffler. And they're walking around the same places a lot of Memphians get to walk around all the time.
Right.
That will always be cool to me. But I will have a moment where I go, and I guess they'll be back next year, and then it's over. And then it's over. And then it'll be one more cool thing in the city that when you look up, and if you're just being honest, if you just take an assessment of things, you'll go, is this as good as it used to be? Is this what it once was? And the point I was trying to make last week is there's just a lot of that with the city right now, where you look at it, whether it's the Tiger basketball program or just any variety of things. You look at it and you go, is that used to be something really special? Is it still as special as it used to be? And what we hope is that Penny can get that back, but even he acknowledges it's very hard for a variety of reasons. If you just took a snapshot right now, where was Memphis basketball 20 years ago? Where's Memphis basketball right now? In terms of, forget the records and rosters, I'm just meaning in terms of its place in the city, in its place in the country, like how much it mattered or didn't matter. It's clearly in a different place today than it was then, and not in a better place. And very soon the golf tournament is going to be under that same umbrella. I hope it doesn't keep happening. It'd be a nice trend to reverse. But we'll have to reverse it in other places because it sounds like the golf tournament's not going to be the place to do it. Vernon will be in here next.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Stop it, bro. You ain't never had to check nobody.
They started right there. That's
and move. That is a real hat. I got that hat from the Hall of Fame of Memphis, Tennessee, man. Yeah, a little move from 520. I talking about I had a plain black hat on.
He was saying something like,
They said you had a gas station
they said he had a gas station hat on, bro.
Hey, it's at the Q-Mart. You can get the 2 wings if you wanted to.
For $6.99, bro. Come on now.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com.
Welcome back, Gary Parrish Show, inside the Built Ford Tough studio. On Wednesdays, I'm joined by Chris Vernon, hosting the Chris Vernon Show weekdays, noon, Grind City Media. He's right here. Hey, Chris Vernon.
Here I am.
Roy McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, 2 biggest names on the PGA Tour, teeing off together tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning, and then again on Friday afternoon. I know it hadn't been the best golf tournament news over the past week, but that's cool.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's an amazing pairing. Like, I mean, that's, you always want, if you're going out to the golf tournament, you want to be able to catch as, like, I very rarely, I will follow, if it's like a superstar group like that,
Right.
then I'll follow the groups. Otherwise, I just want to be in a stationary place. Right? Because it's so hard. What I've learned is, especially now since we've got the top 70 guys, it's so hard to, unless the groups are close together,
Right.
and you can watch like two of them come through at a time or whatever, it's so hard because one group's on one side of the, and it gets long when you're walking from like 16 and you got to get back to like 4.
Oh, yeah. Now you get way
you're walking forever.
You get way on the other side of the golf course real quick.
Yes.
It's the type of thing, it's the first week of school for my little guys, and so my instincts are to just keep them there. But this, for young guys, young people growing up in Memphis, I don't want to say it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but it's a pretty rare opportunity that we know is not going to exist moving forward after next year. I'm really considering on Friday afternoon just going and getting them out of school and saying, the two biggest names on the PGA Tour are playing together on a course that you know. Go watch this just because you'll tell this story when you're an adult someday.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable to do.
Right.
I mean, it's hot, bro.
It is hot.
I've been out there the last 2 days. Yeah. I went out there on Monday and watched Cam Boozer and Tommy Fleetwood for as long as I could take. And then yesterday I went out there and saw my guys at the ping truck, and bro, these guys were walking into this truck after they, one guy had to run a head cover out to Thigala. Another guy was working with Hovland on, these guys that work these trucks, they're just working on whatever clubs they're going to use for the upcoming week, making any tweaks or whatever else. But I was just hanging out in the truck with these guys, and they'd walk back to the truck. I mean, they're drenched, bro. They're drenched. And these guys, they live in Arizona.
Right.
It's 118.
It's a different deal.
It's 118 there, but it's oppressively.
How about this? Because I've been out of town past couple days, right? So I haven't felt this in a minute. And I got home at 1 a.m. last night, so it was dark, and I didn't. This morning when I walked out of my house at 9 a.m., I felt it in a way that was whoa,
breathe.
Whoa. Because yesterday on my way home, my flight got delayed out of LaGuardia, and I was like, awesome. The first time I was happy to get a flight delay because I hadn't left my hotel yet, and it was like you got an extra 2 hours out of the blue, and I was like, it felt beautiful in the city, and I was like, I'm gonna walk the city, go have a nice restaurant dinner, and it was just walking around. I had the best 2 hours just in the city yesterday, and in part because it felt amazing.
Right.
And then I woke up this morning and I was like, what is this?
No, it's oppressively hot. And the only reason I say that is because I'm fine. I can do it. I usually just go out to where the shade is, Birdies and Bubbles, where Mikey and Andy have their setup on 14 and 15 or whatever, because it's shaded. And they've got fans.
There's fans there. The little,
so when
mist machines.
Yeah, when it's like that, when it's like this, I'll go out there. But the kids, it's so.
Well, that's the thing. I've conjured
1,000 waters.
That's the problem. I've conjured this up in my head. Me and my
yours are gonna fight.
Yeah, me and my little guys will walk around and they'll appreciate Scottie and Rory.
No, they won't.
More likely, one of them is gonna get mad at the other one about. One of them's gonna get Here's exactly what's gonna happen. One of them's gonna get a fist bump from Roy McIlroy, but Roy's gonna skip the other one.
Yep.
That's going to cause it.
And then they're going to, and then the one's going to hold it over the other one's head forever. Do you know this dude? When we went on our trip to Milwaukee, you don't care if I say this on the air. This dude shows me a picture, and it is the little one, Louis. Mm-hmm. And it said, Oliver won this one. And it is a picture, and this dude's face is all bloodied up like a UFC fighter. And I was like, what happened? When we were in Milwaukee, Kelly sends him this picture.
It's every day.
And I was like, are you serious
it's
right now?
Every day.
Dude,
every day.
Are you serious?
It's starting to happen in my house, too.
Every day. You don't even know why.
Hit that hard that it busts his nose
You
out.
don't even know what's going to cause it. You don't even know. You can predict it.
Wait, yours fight? Your older seems so docile.
But the little guy is a psycho.
This is what happens with us too.
The three-year-old is crazy.
I feel bad for Oliver because Oliver is the one that gets yelled at first because he's the one that throws the hardest punt. Yo, you can't hit your brother like that. And every time he's like, I didn't start this. And I don't think he's telling the truth every time. In fact, I'm certain he's not telling the truth every time. But the problem is I can't tell when he's telling the truth because it is honest that Louis might have started the whole thing.
And so this is a perfectly
The
normal.
younger started.
All the time.
Trust me. I sat down Haley yesterday. Yesterday was the first day in 16 years we have not had to do carpool because William drove her. And I had this long conversation. I was like, look, you cannot distract him. You cannot.
Don't we mess around with each other.
It's his music.
Yes.
Don't whatever. She's like, okay. Because all I'm thinking of, bro, I've ridden in the car with you.
Grab the wheel.
Bro, she threw his glasses when this is like their traumatic experience of growing up. It's the first time they ever saw me lose my mind. Like, I really lost my mind, these kids. I was driving them home from school one day. They start fighting with each other. Bro, she took this cat's glasses off. This is on 1 Grove at Shelby Farms. And threw them out the window.
No, we haven't had that.
At Shelby Farms. And then they have never, that was the end of that.
Right.
Like, that never happened. Nothing close to that ever happened again because I lost my mind.
But I lose my mind and they don't care or they don't remember. I think they care in that moment, but it won't change tomorrow. It will not change tomorrow.
The two things, here's what I tell you. I'm going to give you 2 tips. Fatherhood.
We should have gave them to me about 5 years ago.
Well,
20.
You can do it now.
Okay, good.
The only thing that works is taking away the stuff they care about the most, right? So phones, tablets.
We're right in the middle of that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take that stuff away. That matters to them. The other thing, you want to really fix things really quick. Here's a little trick for everybody out there, especially when the kid starts throwing a fit, whatever. Pull your phone out and start videoing.
Okay.
Bro, they stop immediately.
Do I have to post it on TikTok or something?
No.
They just get embarrassed.
They're just embarrassed.
That makes sense, actually, because when my kids are
I'm telling you, what they react to now is different. I didn't learn this until later. But, man, if you pull that phone out, boy, they stop.
I never recorded them.
Huh?
I've never recorded them.
Record them.
I don't know. I feel like they'd lean into it.
That someone would ever see that. It's like this internal.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody told me this. I'm just telling you, I did it one day and I noticed and I was like, oh, this works.
Here's a very normal, this is every day at the house. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And at some point, one of them will go, hey, you want to go out and jump on the trampoline? Well, jump on the trampoline means they got a basketball goal on the trampoline and it's a dunk contest. You're trying to stop me from dunking. I'm trying to dunk. Yeah. All right. That's all.
This was mini goal stuff.
Yeah, right. All right. So I can, as soon as they go out the back door, they're best friends and they're going to have a good time. And I could hit the oven clock. Give me a 10-minute countdown. In 10 minutes, Lou's going to come back in here crying. I don't know why exactly, but I know that he might start it. He might not start it. He'll be the one who walks back in here crying. And then I got to deal with that. So like the latest one was, I have to tell, because I don't have eyes everywhere, so I have to tell Oliver, all right, here's the new rules because I can't see everything and you guys disagree on everything. You say every time he started it. Neither one of you take responsibility for nothing. Here's the new rule. If Louis hits you and you come and tell me, Louis in trouble. Period. You could take it straight to me. If you hit him back, you're in trouble. I don't care. So, because I don't know who started it. So you always have an option. You always have an option to come to me first and say, Louis he's swinging on me again.
This doesn't work.
No, of course not. Of course not. But they all say they agree to it in real time. Everything's like, cool. So if he swings on me, all I got to do is come tell you. That's it. All right, we're cool. We got it. I got this thing figured out. 7 minutes later. I'm like, geez. I mean, it's just.
And what's it? Your little one's little, though, right?
He is.
How old?
He's 3.
And he's already.
I mean,
he's in the mix.
He is a boulder.
Yeah.
Just running through the house, destroying everything.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Mine destroys stuff too.
3 though?
Everything I buy is
3.
Everything I buy. Most of my purchases. Like if I got some like financial person to sit down and like go through my expenses, they'd be like, "So you bought this? Looks like you bought that 6 months ago. Yeah. What happened to that? Well, it got broke.
Yeah.
You had to buy another one.
Of course it
did. Right, well, hey, it looks like you bought this and you had bought it 3 months ago. What happened there? Well, it got broke. Yeah. It was broken. Yeah. I'm just constantly rebuying things. It's outrageous.
You guys.
It's outrageous. Does it make you nervous? Both kids in the same car?
Yeah. But I mean, that's for 15 minutes. I can watch Life 360 for 15 minutes.
You're going to find
that thing is going to freak. I'll trade that nervousness for sitting in that stupid carpool. I hate carpool with the fires of 7 L's. I really do. I hate it.
I don't mind them. I just sort of sit there.
Oh, my God, it's horrible.
I just figure I might be at home scrolling something anyway, and I'm just
bad.
scrolling.
No, it's the traffic of getting out of carpool. Just takes forever.
Ours runs pretty good.
I got to get out and go up to the school.
Nah, I don't do any of that. I ain't getting out of the car. That's crazy. I'm not doing that.
No,
That's
I don't.
nuts.
Well, because they got other stuff you got to drive them to, too. So it was like, all right, the carpool is just part of it. Then we got to, then you get home, then you get them a snack, and then we got to go back up 4:30 for
Okay,
whatever.
I hate that. I hate that.
I know. Let them stay at school.
Yeah, don't make me come back at 4:30.
Oh,
we got that today.
Well,
pick up the kids at 3, and then you got golf practice at 4:30. Let's do golf practice at 3:30. Let's be done with this.
They moved
because now I got to figure out what to do with these little idiots for the next hour.
Well, now they moved the games. Like my daughter's got her first game today, and it got moved to tonight.
Because too hot.
It's too hot, man.
Yeah.
They'll be passing out.
Life 360. It's awesome in the sense that you're always knowing what's going on. It is nerve-wracking because I found myself, I'd just be watching when Aiden first started driving.
Oh yeah,
I would just be watching it all the time. There's one night, I think I probably told you this. He was playing lacrosse. It's his first year at Lausanne, and he joined the lacrosse team. Not because he wanted to play. I think he just thought it would look good on a college resume type of thing. So he's on the lacrosse team. And his little lacrosse buddies one night after their game, it was a Friday night, and he was like, "Hey, everybody's going to the rendezvous. Can I go to the rendezvous with the rest of the team?" I said, "Of course. It's just kids." He's like, "Yeah, it's just kids." I was like, "You're driving?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm driving." I said, "Okay, yeah, it's fine. Just be careful and all that stuff. But yeah, it's fine." And the whole time I'm sitting at home watching Life 360, and he's on his way home, and he's 55 South. I'm watching the whole thing, and it's like 70 miles per hour on the interstate, 70s, everything's fine, and then it's 0 on the interstate. It's just 0. He's not moving.
Oh, no.
He did not get off at an exit. He's not at a gas station. He's on the side of the interstate, 0 miles per hour. I'm calling immediately. Voicemail. Call him back immediately. Voicemail. I run downstairs. "Kelly, get up. We got to go. We got to go." She's like, "What's going on?" "Aiden's on the side of the interstate. I can't get in touch with him. It's at 0 miles per hour. He ain't moving, nothing." He had got pulled over for not turning his lights on. He was a young driver.
Yeah.
But it was like a 7-minute period. Terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified. And you'll have those.
Yeah.
You're going to have one of those.
I've had a couple.
But
it's fine.
Yeah. I would just get I couldn't even have fun on a Friday night. I'd just be sitting there like this the whole time. Just, come on, man.
I ain't trying to do that.
Come on. I've already decided, Oliver's first car will be a Tesla self-driving car. Just so I don't have to worry about it. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust me. But I certainly don't trust him. Aiden got out of driving. I think Aiden had one fender bender. Yeah. He hit our mailbox once. Hit our mailbox, had one fender bender at a Mexican restaurant. And that's it. I wrecked 1 million cars when I was a kid. I wrecked everything.
Bro, trust me. I was telling these guys in there, I said, with him, my fears are not for him. It's honestly, my own I got in a wreck the first night I got my license. So when I was explaining to them, I'm like, why am I so nervous about all this? It's it's not you, it's me.
Right.
You really do pass that stuff on. I'm not nervous about him. He's responsible. Bro, he was gone when I got up this morning. His car was gone.
Right.
Because he had gone to the gym before school. Came back home, took a shower,
right.
Got ready, went to school. I don't do that.
I've been
He's
snooze.
so much more responsible.
Right.
And he's better than me. But I project.
That's me. I project.
Yes.
When I was your age, I was wrecking everything.
Idiot,
I was an
I
idiot.
figure you're an idiot.
I'm assuming you're going to be an idiot.
But he's not an idiot.
I know.
He's like his mom.
Yeah. I hope my little guys aren't idiots. But I don't know, man.
I think your first one's going to be okay. Your second one's going to be an idiot.
God,
but that's me too.
Yeah, it's tough.
The little ones are the idiots. They are.
It's projecting that way. It's certainly tracking.
I was. You were. Were you a second one?
I was a first though.
Huh?
I was a first.
You were first.
Yeah, but everybody in my family.
But Tony's an idiot.
Yeah, we were all idiots. Yeah, we were all idiots. We were both idiots. We had a family full of idiots. It's amazing. I don't even know how I got out of high school. If I'm being honest, I don't remember doing anything ever.
I almost got in a fight one time, and his brother ran out while I was in the mix with this guy, And I thought he came out there to break it up, and his brother said to me, "Kick him in the head."
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, yo, we're adults. You can't have him.
Tony wanted me to stomp somebody out.
You can't. At the same time, I'm going, yo, man, you can't throw this dude down on the trolley tracks. We are adults, and there are cell phone cameras everywhere. All right. As I'm making that case, my brother's going, kick him in the head. Kick him in the head. I'm like, don't kick him in the head.
That's the difference between you're younger and you're older.
We were both idiots.
Yeah, Louis gonna be kick him in the head.
Louis gonna be kicking him in the head. Aiden is more like, hey, stop that. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey.
That's not smart. You're making a poor decision right now.
Let's think this through.
Have you analyzed this? That would be Aiden, and Louis would be like, kick him in the head again. Kick him in the head. It's rough, man. You do find out you can raise kids. Same home, same parents.
So I think I convinced him not to take his kids to the golf tournament. I mean, now look, I'm all for civic pride. I'm all for civic pride.
That was my initial point. I do this all the time, and I
this will be great.
I do it all the time.
They'll remember this forever. They'll remember the fight they had.
I disappoint myself all the time. I'm like, this will be great. In my head, I'm going to put my boys in their little golf outfits, and they're going to walk out there and be like, Dad, look, that's Scottie Scheffler and Roy McIlroy. No. In reality, they're going to not want to put on their little golf outfit. I'm hungry.
Yes.
It's hot.
Yes.
Tell Louis to shut up.
Yes.
In reality, and I'm just going to walk.
I'll turn this car around.
All right, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't even know why I could be with my friends right now playing golf. I'm trying to do this for you. And that's the way it's going to end up. That's why Music Fest is the same thing.
Did you tell Bennett about San Diego?
What did I do in San Diego?
So Gary takes his whole family to San Diego. I mean, they're literally jumping off of cliffs into the ocean. Yep. And the kids grab the phone and they're like, why does Chris Vernon get to do this cool stuff like have Cam Boozer in studio? And he's like, we're in San Diego because I'm here with you.
These little idiots. I'm like, look, Vernon had Cam Boozer on. And they're like, why don't you have Cam Boozer on? I'm like, they offered me Cam Boozer, but I told him I was spending time with you. For the first time in my life, I
literally jumping off of cliffs into the ocean.
They're like, why don't you talk to Cam Boozer like Vernon? I'm like,
you idiots. I'm like, you're literally swimming with dolphins.
Yeah, like I picked you over Cam Boozer. You said this was important, and I decided it would be. I did it with Music Fest. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Kelly's working.
They'll
it's fine.
Think about this forever.
I'm going to take my boys. We're going to get up. We're going to go down early. We're going to walk Bill. We're going to sit on a patio. We're going to get some food, sit outside, watch a guy play guitar, look at the Silkies goats. Then we're going to walk in, and I forget who was playing at Music Fest, but I was like, then they'll be able to see these legends. And
Ice Cube, right?
Maybe it was Ice Cube, right? It was Ice Cube. And I was like, we get to see Ice Cube, and that'll be cool, and they'll remember this forever. Buddy, by 2:30, we were walking out. 2:30 in the afternoon.
You hadn't even seen anybody play.
I mean, we watched half of a band that I never heard of, and they were ready to go. I walked out crying. I just bumping into people. They're like, GP. I just like, hey, man. They're like, you leaving already? I was like, my kids hate everything. I tried hard to make this. They don't care. They just want to go home and
create
play
memories.
You know, I do it all the time. I'm just trying to create a memory, and the kids are just like, hey, enough. Hey, that's enough out of you.
Yeah, it's a memory for you to go see Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy.
Me and you should go. I should take you. If I want this to be enjoyable, I should just take you. You'll appreciate it. You'll smile with me.
You're like, this is awesome.
This is awesome. You're pretty good at saying this is awesome. My kids won't say this is awesome. They'll be like, it's hot. It's hot.
Gotta get some water.
Oh, no.
Where are the snow cones?
Well, you know,
frozen lemonade.
Well, they're used to being out there. So, like, Louis will say something like,
can we play?
Yeah, see, he's done that before. Like, when do we get to play? I'm like, it's the golf tournament, son. Well, so we don't get to play? Well, then why are we even here? I don't even know. I don't even know.
We don't get to play.
He's mad.
I know. They would never say that at a basketball game.
No.
Or baseball game. When do we get to play?
Oh, actually, he will say stuff like that.
He will?
I don't know why we don't get to go on the court. Relax, all right? Jesus Christ, relax. All right, I gotta go.
See, I'm out of here.
I can't wait to be disappointed tomorrow.
Luck to you, man. I didn't know he had a 3-year-old that was torturing his eye.
Man, it's tough. I would tell you it gets better, but I don't know that it does.
Probably not.
3's wild. What's the age difference between them? 3 and what?
7.
Yeah, that's going to
So
be
7 hates 3.
No, they get along pretty good.
No, they
but,
don't.
But it gets a little wild around like 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's going to get wild every day at some point.
Yeah.
Stuff's just going to get wild. Hey. You better, hey.
If 3's getting catered to, 7 gets mad.
Hey, you know what they say?
Trust me.
Don't blink.
I live that
Don't
way.
blink. It'll all be over.
Huh?
Got to enjoy all these.
Oh, God. I had a buddy yesterday, dropped his daughter off at Mississippi State, and he was beside himself. Yeah. I said, bro, you picked the wrong day to tell me.
Yeah.
He's like, hold on to these moments as long as you can. I'm like, bro, me and my wife were high-fiving the second they drove off to school because it was the first day we didn't have to do carpool. I was like, so it's just the wrong day.
I've said this
but
before.
I will, and I do think I think girls are different.
Yeah,
I do. I think it is exclusively. I think moms with boys and dads with girls.
Right.
They have those feelings.
I think that's right.
And my older is a boy, so it's not.
I used to say this with college coaches. Every fired college coach, they'll say something like, well, you don't ever want to be fired, but I tell you, now I'm in the carpool line, and man, I never get to do that before. And I'm like, it's not that great, buddy. It's not. You're rationalizing everything. The carpool line's not that cool. Now, for the first time, I get to drop my kids off at school. I'm like, it's not that much fun. Nah.
Urban Meyer lasted 6 months. Took the Ohio State job. He said he had health problems and he wanted to spend time with his family. He's like, this is awful.
Tom Brady took his kids to school once. He was like, man, I can go in and play football again. This is crazy. I ain't trying to do this every morning. Are y'all nuts? I'd rather play with Antonio Brown than take you to school.
Oh, man.
All right. Chris Vernon's show going to be noon in the big studio right here.
Steele today. We're learning about college football.
Oh, man. I can't wait for that. I want to learn about college football, too. I can't wait for that. I want to learn about college football. Hey, all right, Bennett, when we come back, we're going to turn our attention to the NFL.
Okay.
We got a lot of stuff going on there. Kyler Murray is the new starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Congratulations to him. But, oh, buddy, that certainly suggests they messed up something there. And your 49ers and Titans are going to play tomorrow night on the NFL Network. We've talked about that. It seems like they're going to fist fight probably. And the reason I'm assuming that is because they won't stop fist fighting in scrimmages over recent days. I'll give you the numbers on that next. Scary Parrish Show. We're inside the Built Ford Tough studio.
I was going to be rational about the Yes, I was. I didn't even really have the oomph. Sure, I was thirsty for football. Sure, Carson Beck had that one really nice throw.
What am I? My fault. What the hell am I doing? Why am I in this?
So sorry.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
14 is Texas Tech.
Yeah, they don't have who's their quarterback?
Will Hammond? Where did he come from? What's his name?
It's not Sorsby anymore.
You can bet on that. Will Hammond was at Texas Tech?
Yeah, he's a Texas. He's just been around.
They said, hey, we're getting a degenerate gambler to replace you. And he's like, that's what you think. We're going to find out that Will Hammond turned this guy in.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
Parrish Show. We're inside the Built Ford Tough studio. We spent most of the day so far talking about the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Gets underway tomorrow. Roy McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler teeing off at 8:30 together. Again, that'll be just the 21st time on the PGA Tour that the two biggest names in golf, Rory and Scottie, have been paired together. It gets started actually 7:10 a.m., and that's with Jackson Coyven, the young man from Auburn that we talked about earlier in the week, the 21-year-old who qualified for the FedEx St. Jude Championship, qualified for the playoff, despite only starting 6 times, 5 times on the PGA Tour plus the U.S. Open. He made the cut 5 out of 6 times, won the 3M Open at TPC Twin Cities. He's going to be the first player to go off tomorrow. 7:10, future star of the sport, Jackson Coyven. At 7:10, he's going to play by himself because, remember, Daniel Berger dropped out of the event. So instead of 70, we've only got 69. That means somebody's got to play by themselves. It'll be Jackson Coyven going off, the 21-year-old, at 7:10 in the morning, and then an hour 20. After that, you get Rory and Scottie. Got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
The Titans and the 49ers are going to play football tomorrow night. It's an exhibition. It's going to be on the NFL Network. I know you'll be locked in.
Yeah, I can't wait. It sounds like everybody's going to get some run for some Titans. So that's for the Titans. So that's kind of fun.
I'm expecting a fist fight between players on each side. And the reason is because you sent me this. So far, as you know, the Titans and 49ers have been practicing together, joint practices in recent days leading up to tomorrow night. And they have only scrimmaged a total of 10 minutes. And they've had 4 fights in those 10 minutes. 4 fights in 10 minutes. I believe that's an average of a fight about every 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, well, it sounds.
Why are they fighting so much?
It sounds like the Titans aren't messing around. This ain't your same old Titans.
They're going to not take any nonsense.
That's right. You know, Robert Saleh comes over from that 49ers team, and so I would assume that it's going to get a little feisty during these practices. I did see from the people that cover the Titans that were there covering that yesterday that it was a bad day for the Titans.
Oh no!
What
happened?
Just not good defensively.
I thought Robert Saleh was going to change that.
I thought so too, and I think he still will. But apparently, it was not a good day yesterday.
Hey, just because you had a bad Tuesday doesn't mean you have to have a bad Wednesday.
That's right. Now, have you been keeping up with like what's going on with the 49ers? Okay. Everyone's hurt again. They're always hurt.
Oh, of course. I know that much.
You knew that, okay?
I mean, sure.
And people are starting to suggest, so where they're doing these joint practices is at the 49ers practice field, which is, I guess, like behind Levi's Stadium.
I have heard this. There's something going on there, and they think it causes injuries.
There's an electrical substation
I've heard this.
Right next to the 49ers practice field, and I even saw yesterday that the 49ers made the Titans practice the closest to on the field, on the side of the field, the closest to the substation. I don't know if that's just a coincidence, but
yeah.
Titans practice close to the substation, have the worst practice so far. Everybody in the 49ers are injured. They're there every day. So
I bet you could get RFK Jr. to believe in this, no problem.
I'm just saying.
I bet he would believe in this, no problem.
There could be something to this.
Might be something to it.
Electrical currents. I don't know. Maybe something with the helmets. I don't know.
I'm not smart enough to know. I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about electrical currents.
Yeah.
I barely know how to turn my lights on.
Right.
And don't know how to turn off my back porch lights. Seriously, they're just on all the time.
They're just on all the time.
I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, I don't know enough about electrical substations to begin to have an informed opinion on it, but it's notable. It's notable.
It's worth noting. I acknowledge that. I don't know what it means, but I'll note it.
I'm fired up for this game though tomorrow night. I can't wait.
Hey, I'll turn it on.
Yeah.
Given that it's a struggle for me. Now that I'm gonna when I got home last night, I'm now home for a little while.
Yeah.
For the first time in. And it's going to change soon.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, if I went to my trips on the Delta app, I don't have any trips.
Nice.
Nothing. And so I'm just home every night now. And it's like, I don't watch baseball because baseball sucks.
Yeah.
And so I need stuff like this.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow night too.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Come on, Cam.
I hope nobody gets hurt. If they fight, I hope nobody gets hurt.
I hope nobody gets hurt.
And if they don't fight, I still hope nobody gets hurt. I just hope everybody comes out unscathed.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yep.
Number 2.
Kyler Murray is your new starting quarterback with the Minnesota Vikings. It is not a surprise. It's been tracking this way for a little while, really since the day that they signed him to a contract. But it does, in the debate about whether the Vikings made a good decision in moving on from Sam Darnold and turning the franchise over to J.J. McCarthy, it's looked like it was a bad one for a while, but once you do this, you confirm it, you've ended the debate. Oh, man, they messed it up.
Yeah, man. And
this is an all-time screw-up.
It is because I don't know. I don't have it in front of me, but, J.J. McCarthy has not played that many NFL games.
10.
Okay, 10. So, they saw all they needed to see in 10 games for a guy that they invested in and was supposed to be their quarterback for the future. That's how you know it. That's how you know that it's, really bad at practice, probably, is it's because typically you draft a quarterback high, you're a team that's not maybe a Super Bowl contender, you're going to have a bit of a longer leash than maybe 10 games. I don't know. Maybe not.
They've seen it. They've seen what they needed to see, clearly.
Yeah.
But the question is, why didn't they see it in advance?
Yeah.
For people who don't know the story, they went 14-3 2 years ago with Sam Darnold at quarterback.
Yup.
14-3. All right. And then they made a decision. We can either keep riding with Sam Darnold, who has turned his career around.
Yes.
Or we can turn things over to our top 10 pick, J.J. McCarthy. And I'm not a Vikings expert, but on a very surface level, I remember it not being clear-cut that they were doing the right thing in real time.
Right.
This wasn't even one of those well, of course it's time. You got to just do it. Remember when the Chiefs just decided, starting next year, Patrick Mahomes is our starting quarterback? I remember this in part, or perhaps only, because I was doing that Time to Shine show at the time, and I'm forced to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and this new quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. And I just remember saying something like, hey, we'll see how that goes. but it was it's gone well. But they just sort of decided, we could keep doing this thing, but it's time to turn it over to this guy because they had seen enough. The Vikings more or less made the same decision. You could just keep doing the Sam Darnold thing, and he just took you to 14-3. Or, hey, you drafted this guy in the top 10, it's time. And they just said, all right, it's time. And Sam Darnold goes to Seattle and wins the Super Bowl. J.J. McCarthy takes over in Minnesota. Is hurt a little bit, so he doesn't play the whole season, but wasn't great when he played. And then they go out and sign Kyler Murray, and you're like, oh, if they're doing that, they ain't signing him to be their backup probably. That was the first bad sign. And then they allowed it to be a competition. And by all accounts, it's just pretty clear. Kyler Murray's the best quarterback they got there. And this will go down as one of the, this ain't even like you just missed on a draft pick. You had both these dudes in the same room. You should have known better. And you messed it up.
And it's one of those things, I'm sure that there was that they convinced themselves, okay, we were really good with Sam Darnold as our quarterback, but is that because of Sam Darnold, who we've seen a ton of over the years with the Jets and the Panthers? We've seen him be bad in this league longer than we've seen him be good, right? And so is it because Sam Darnold was awesome that we went on this great run, or is it just because we have a great system and we can plug in anybody and
Why
we'll be
would we
fine?
pay Sam Darnold all this money when we got a rookie quarterback? We'll just turn him into hey, we just turned Sam Darnold into Sam Darnold.
Right.
We'll turn J.J. McCarthy into J.J. McCarthy.
Right. Turns out Sam Darnold played for the Jets, and that's one of the reasons why he struggled early on in his career.
I think there's a little bit of that.
Yeah.
It's like if we could turn this guy into this, we'll turn this guy into this. But they can do it. And at what point do you have to wonder if the entire evaluation on J.J. McCarthy was just off?
Mm.
Like the whole evaluation was just off. You want to know why?
Mm.
You know where he played college?
Michigan.
You know what they did when he won a national championship at Michigan? Mm. Cheated like crazy.
Oh. I didn't think of that.
He knew the defensive calls.
Damn. I didn't even put that together.
You evaluate him off of what you saw at Michigan and draft him in the top 10.
Uh-huh.
You subsequently find out they were cheating. He knew what he was looking at. It's like, imagine drafting a baseball player number 1 because he hit .438 with 27 home runs and whatever, the best season in the history of college baseball. And you're like, holy God, this is the next Barry Bonds. We're drafting him number 1. And then you find out he knew every pitch that was coming. He had a device, breaking ball, fastball in, change up, breaking ball, low and away. He's coming inside now, fastball, boom. It makes it a lot easier. You know what's coming makes it a lot easier. If you know the blitz is coming, if it's not. Is he coming or not? If you know what's coming, playing that position is a lot easier. I think that was part of the evaluation.
Dang, man.
They had a guy who had a cheat sheet in his back pocket. They evaluated him on the cheat sheet. Now let's see you play quarterback without the cheat sheet. Well, we did that last year. Wasn't that good? Mm. It's over for him probably.
At least there, I would think.
Well,
yeah,
definitely
once
there.
that happens, yeah.
But like, what would concern me is like, you don't want to admit this mistake. Imagine you're a blackjack player, right? This happened to every blackjack player. You're like, I'm going to take $500. I'm only going to spend $500. And then you lose your $500. And you're like, all right, it's time to go. Should be. But if I leave right now, this is a lost night. I messed up. I just threw $500 down the drain. But if I go get another $500, maybe I can win that $500 back, and then I got a chance still to make this right. Every day you hold on to J.J. McCarthy as your QB1, it's a day you still got a chance to make it right. But once you do this, you're giving up on it. You're walking out of the casino. You're saying, all right, I made a mistake. I should have never been here.
Right.
It's time to walk away. Other people would just keep sitting down at the table trying to make it right. They've just decided it's time to get out of this. Mm-hmm. It's time to get out the casino.
Yikes.
J.J. McCarthy is a casino that you got to get out of. That would concern me if I were J.J. McCarthy. It's not in their best interest to give up on me in this way. So why are they doing it? It's because they don't see anything that encourages them. They see nothing that makes them think, I'm going to be the guy that is worthy of the top 10 pick they used on me. And so they're cashing out right now. Perhaps he can, he's a young guy. Perhaps he can find a home somewhere else and rejuvenate his career. But it wouldn't make me feel good that the franchise that had the most invested in me has decided already to give up on me.
Yikes.
Number 3.
Bill Simmons made a wild admission on his podcast this week.
What's going on?
He's just randomly talking about just whatever he talks about. Very successfully, I should add. And then just sort of, while talking about other things, it's like, hey, I don't wear seatbelts. I don't like seatbelts. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I don't wear them. You don't wear seatbelts. Yeah, I don't wear seatbelts. Here's what he said. He's talking to, I believe, Kevin Wildes. And he says, as you know from driving with me, I never buckle the seatbelt. I just wait the minute until it stops doing the noise. I'm not proud of it. I just don't like seatbelts. Listen, I know that I'll get skewered here. I'm a bad example. Sometimes I'll put it on. If I'm going 95 on the highway, I might throw it on there. But broadly speaking, Bill Simmons doesn't wear seatbelts.
Well,
first off, let's just start here. Let's see if we have common ground. Do you wear your seatbelt?
I do. I haven't always in my life. Before I don't understand what kind of car he has that the thing turns up. Well, if you don't put your seatbelt on in my car, it's just gonna go dee 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 dee. And I think that's most people's cars.
Mine beep. I don't know. I just put my seatbelt on. It just seems like that seems like a very easy way to increase the likelihood that you survive something bad.
Did you put your seatbelt on growing up?
Well,
before it became illegal to
buddy,
not?
I was born in 1977.
That's what.
Child in the 80s in North Mississippi. I rode in the back of a truck all the way to Disney World.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, growing up,
all right, like it was a different time.
I mean, even for me growing up in like the 90s, like I can remember, like, I can't remember buckling my seatbelt. We never did until those ding, ding, ding things came around.
If I were driving down the interstate and I saw like a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old in the back of a truck, I would call the cops. I would be like, 911, what's your emergency? I don't know, but there's a truck going down the interstate and there's 2 little kids in the back of it and they're just like sitting there. Like a lawnmower, but they're kids. I would call the cops. And I'm telling you, we just rode to Florida in the back of a truck. We're going to Florida. Where are you sitting? You're in the back of the truck. And that was, it was fun. We thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was like, couldn't wait to like stretch out.
Bro, I'd ride around.
Lay down.
I'd ride around in the car with Mama, no seat belts, windows rolled up, just her chain smoking. Like it didn't faze me. It built me, actually.
Yeah, you know, like an open beer can in the like drinking and driving was not nobody cared. I can remember one of my buddies. I won't say his name, but like I can't even imagine this. One of my buddies just decided he was going to start driving his dad's truck when he was like 13. It was just like, well, now he drives. Does he have his driver's license? No. But he drives now. So if you need to go to baseball practice, he could take you because he just drives.
Yeah.
He just decided he drives. And nobody blinked.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared. Like nobody stepped up and was like, well, there's no reason he should be driving. This is crazy. Mm-hmm. It felt like everybody was just like, well, I mean, if he gets you there safely, I guess it's fine.
Right.
Yeah. So you might have a 13-year-old driving no seatbelt, open Busch Light can.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't even blink at that.
Right. So is Bill that off here? I mean, he comes from a different era.
Yeah, but I come from the same era. But at some point, I was like, all right, that's crazy. Not wearing your seatbelt's crazy.
Dude, I really do think the only reason we wear our seatbelts is because
to survive wrecks, Bennett. Don't try to make this complicated.
Well, it's
the reason we wear
seatbelts
is to survive accidents.
It's obviously illegal not to, but every car now does the ding, 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 ding if you don't put your seatbelt on.
Oh man, we have fights about it.
The ding, 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 ding.
I am of the opinion. This is everything in life. If you're going to have to do something eventually, just do it. Mm-hmm. All right. Just do it now. So we get in the car, and I'm immediately buckle my seatbelt because that's what you're supposed to do. I've learned over the years. And there's always at least one person in my car who just acts like today's the day they're not going to have to buckle their seatbelt. Like today's the day that beep noise is not going to drive me crazy. So it'll be going beep, 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 beep. And then at some point I got to go, what are we doing? Everybody, we're all going to have to buckle our seatbelts. We know this. We do this all the time.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you have already done it? Why do I have to listen to this beep and then tell you to do the thing you know you're going to have to do, you should have already done, and you're going to do momentarily? Just do it now. We could skip all this other stuff. I'll tell you another one where it pops up. Our dog is in love with Kelly. He follows her everywhere. He doesn't do anything all day long. He just sits and waits on her. And then when she gets home, he follows her every step she goes the rest of the night. He's with her. If she talks on the phone, he starts barking at her. If she sits somewhere he can't get to, he looks at her and barks until she picks him up and puts him up there. He has to be with her every second that she's in that house. And I've sent you pictures before in Kyra. And like when the sun starts to set, if she's not home, there's a bench in front of our front door. He can jump up there and just look out. It's so funny and sad. He realizes it's about time for her to be home. And so he will move from the couch over to the bench and just stare out the window until she pulls up. Mm-hmm. He's just waiting on her at all times. So there'll be times where she'll be sitting somewhere where he can't get to easily, like maybe on a bed upstairs or something. But he's going to be right there. And he will look at her and just bark. Roof, roof, roof. And it's just like the seatbelt beep. This is not going to stop until you pick him up. There's no scenario where you're not going to pick him up. He's going to be with you in 3 minutes or 1 minute or 7 minutes or something. And this barking's not going to stop until we do it. So let's just pick him up. But she will wait 2 minutes before she picks him up. And I'm like, we could just avoided the barking for 2 minutes. You're going to just do it now. Same thing with seatbelts. Just do it now. There's no scenario where I would try to wait out the beep. A, because I don't know that I could. The beep would drive me crazy. B, because I really do believe this. We're all going to die. You agree with that, right? We're all going to die. Some of us are going to die
in better ways than others.
Right. I don't want to die stupidly. I realize there's a good chance, but I don't want to die stupidly. When I die, I don't want people to go, what an idiot.
Right.
And I think if you die in a car wreck without wearing your seatbelt, at least me, I go, first thing I do is I go, oh, that's awful. That's the first thing I do. But the second thing I do is go,
what an idiot.
Why didn't you put your seatbelt on, dummy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe it wouldn't have saved you, but it gave you a shot.
Right.
It at least gave you a shot.
Yeah.
So I don't want that. So if you ever hear about me dying in a car wreck, it's going to probably be because my self-driving malfunctioned, right? But it's not going to be because I didn't have my seatbelt on. I promise you that.
Okay, good.
But you don't seem like you're as enthusiastic about seatbelts. You sound like you could take them or leave them.
I mean, I always put mine on. I have been guilty of getting in other people's cars and the things like dee dee dee, and them having to be like, put your seatbelt on.
Yeah, I don't have to do. The one thing Nick Wright talked about this. And the one thing he said that I have found to be kind of true sometimes is he said in a taxi, and I'm assuming he means a taxi in New York City. He said he might only put on a seatbelt about 20% of the time. And that is a place where you start to feel a little more comfortable. Because if you're in a taxi in New York City, in most cases, you don't think you're going to be in it long, and you're not going very far, and you're not going very fast. Because you're in the middle of the city.
I was going to say, you probably don't see a lot of wrecks
you really don't.
Manhattan.
No,
right?
you really don't.
Because everyone's going 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it is chaotic. It's just, you hear a lot, honking, honk, honk, honk. It's just honking all night, all day, honk, 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 honk. But actual collisions, you don't see a lot of those. And even if you see them, they're just fender benders. So I think I can understand getting in a taxi and going, I'm on 54th, I'm only going to 47th. I don't need to buckle up. I get that, actually. I think I've probably done that. But still, I buckle. Even less than a mile car in New York City, I will still buckle up.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get hit and be like, he could have. I don't want somebody to have to tell my kids, your dad could have survived if he'd just put a seatbelt on. But he was stubborn and stupid, and he didn't. I just don't want to have to, I don't want to have to deal with that.
Well, I'm glad you wear yours now. And me too.
Going to Florida in the back of a truck's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, times have changed.
Yeah, they have.
Bill Simmons
for the better.
Bill Simmons is not changing with them, apparently. Teaches them.
Number 4.
The NBA opening night schedule. It has been unveiled. We now know that LeBron and the Sixers are going to open against the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. So that'll be quite the scene. The Knicks in the Garden for the first time since winning the 2026 NBA championship. The banner will be raised in Midtown Manhattan. The King, NBA's all-time scoring leader, will be on the other side of the court playing his debut game with the Philadelphia 76ers. It might not surprise you, Bennett, to learn that as of this moment, it is projected to be the most expensive home opener in NBA history. You sent me the story. Do you know what the get-in price right now is for Sixers and Knicks on opening night at Madison Square Garden?
I'm going to say $1,500.
$2,000 just to get in. Worst seat in the house. I'd put you up at the top of the Garden, and you squint, and you can see the King and Jalen Brunson, and the banner will be right there. $2,000 a ticket.
I'm going to pass.
I think I'd pass too.
I'm going to pass.
But that place will be full. That place is going to be full, and that'll be quite the night. I'm growing more intrigued with the LeBron Sixers, Jaylen Brown stuff.
It's going to be fascinating.
I'm into this.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to watch. I'm excited for it as well. We also did get some Grizzlies-related NBA scheduling news. The NBA Cup has been announced. We know when we're playing.
Who's our group?
Our group consists of us, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the New Orleans Pelicans, the LA Clippers, and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Clippers cheat.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The Clippers cheat.
I think.
Yeah. I don't even know why they would let them in the NBA Cup. Cheaters. They circumvent
They
things.
should be banned from the NBA Cup,
Yes.
shouldn't they?
Yeah, they circumvent things. They're always just out there circumventing.
They should at least be banned from the NBA Cup.
Yeah, like, hey,
there we go.
you
There's our
won't
group.
stop circumventing, so you don't get to play in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, it's so they're gonna be it's gonna be November 6th versus the Thunder. That's a Friday night. That's awesome. It's a good Friday night game here at FedEx Forum. Friday night, the 13th of November at New Orleans. Wednesday, November 25th versus the Clippers. That's Thanksgiving week. People be in town. That'll be good. And then Friday the 27th at Minnesota.
You think the Clippers are going to try to circumvent Thanksgiving?
They might.
How
They
do
might.
How do you think you'd go about doing that? I bet they could figure it out. Steve Ballmer. Bet he could figure it out.
I bet they could figure it out. Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to try to circumvent Thanksgiving. Can't trust this. I don't like being in a group with the Clippers. You can't trust them.
I feel like we've always been in a group with them.
You don't.
Was this not the exact same group we were in last year? I think it was.
Trust them. You can't trust the Clippers. You don't know what they're up to. They're always, every time you look up, they're circumventing something. I don't trust them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't trust it's going to be a fair fight.
I don't think I could either.
We'll see if they're still eligible by the time we get there. They could be banned by then.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm excited, man. Schedule drops tomorrow.
Schedule drops tomorrow.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. Find out how I'm going to spend the next, half a year of my life.
It's a big day.
Yeah. It'll be good. All right.
Number 5.
Rest in peace, Prince Mongo.
Yeah, man.
Reportedly 89 years old, unless you believe he was born more than 300 years ago on another planet.
I like to believe that.
I like to believe that too. I'm going to believe that. In fact, I choose to believe that. That's my belief. Sometimes people ask me, what do you believe in? I believe in Prince Mongo being born on another planet more than 300 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe in that. Sad story. I guess I wasn't surprised to hear Prince Mongo die. You just go, okay, well, I guess that makes sense,
He's older, yeah.
Right. But the details are not great.
They fell in his house. Isn't that what they said? Yeah.
Off a ladder?
Ugh, that's
Yuck.
tough. That's tough.
It's
wild. Like he, growing up in the city, as a kid, you hear about him and you're always like, oh, he's like that weird guy.
I think that's fair.
But he also now reading about him and over the past day, it is kind of interesting that he, when he ran for mayor, I guess multiple times, and I'll never forget that because there was the one when he ran, Jerry Lawler ran. Who won that mayoral election? Did Dr. Harrington win that one? I guess he was running in that one too. Either way, he kind of was trying to expose corruption in local politics in a sense, and go back and look at some clips of him talking, and it's just I don't know, man. Looking at some of those clips in 2026, I'm like, shit, he had a point.
He might have had a point.
He might have had a point.
He might have had a point.
Yeah.
It's possible he was making some good points.
He's just one of the great well-known characters of Memphis. Yeah, especially East Memphis where I grew up.
He's just a character.
Yeah.
When I think of Mongo, I think of Mongos, and I think of underage drinking. If you want to underage drink a little bit, I didn't know Prince Mongo, but I'm pretty sure I'd underage drink around him sometimes.
Yeah,
Well, but
we all have to find a way.
You got to find a way.
Yeah,
what's the alternative? Being sober at 16?
Yeah,
no thanks.
I mean, I would never encourage that, obviously, but I tried to find a way.
Yeah, I mean that's where if somebody said, "Hey, we're going to Mongo's," it was like, all right, let's underage drink.
Okay.
All right.
Right on.
And then he did run for mayor, and though never came close to winning, really did have an impact. You can influence elections.
Yes.
Even if you don't come close to winning. And depending on your perspective, because I read both of these last night, he got a few thousand votes in an election, I believe, primarily featuring Mayor Hackett and Mayor Harrington. And the thought is that the few thousand votes that Mongo got turned the election towards Mayor Harrington. And so there's two perspectives here. I'm not a historian. Do I look like a political scientist?
No.
I'm not a political scientist. I'm not a local historian. I'm just telling you what I read last night. Two different perspectives. One was like, in Mongo, yeah, he never came close to winning, but he is directly responsible for giving Memphis its first black mayor. And I was like, okay, well, that's neat. What a legacy. And then just as soon as I read that, it was like, you know what he's actually responsible for? I was like, They said, costing Memphis an NFL franchise.
I saw that making the rounds.
The suggestion being, if Hackett wins it instead of Harrington, we're more in line to get the NFL franchise than we were. I don't know what's true. It's none of my business.
Feels like a reach to me.
I don't know what's true and what's not.
That feels like a reach to me. I mean, I remember that time well, and credit to Dr. Harrington. He brought the Grizzlies here or helped do it. So, he gets some credit here.
I don't know what's true, what's not. But I do know that there was a time where in Memphis, it looked like we were getting an NFL franchise, and then we didn't.
Yeah.
And it's a real sliding doors moment. I mean, imagine Memphis with an NFL franchise in that moment.
We were never going to get an NFL franchise if we weren't going to build an NFL team a new stadium. I mean, it's just, come on.
I am not refreshed enough on the topic to talk intelligently about it. I don't want to sit here and act like I know. I don't remember it clearly. I just saw it bouncing around last night, and I was like, I don't remember it clearly. Perhaps I'll refresh my memory at some point, but I do remember this clearly. There was a point where it was like, yes, Memphis is really going to get an NFL franchise. There was a point where that wasn't crazy. That's something people said. And I remember folks being disappointed when it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I have no idea what role Mongo may or may not have played in any of that. But rest in peace.
Yes.
Rest in peace to an iconic Memphis figure. And on some level, like, hey, that's one way to leave a mark.
Yes.
When you leave this earth, do people you never met have something to say about you? Do people you have met, they have nice things to say about you?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he checks both of those boxes.
I think so, too.
There's a bunch of people who loved him and knew him, and they're providing some really nice and kind and awesome quotes over the past 24 hours. And then there are others who never met him or maybe just sort of saw him in passing, but still have an opinion of him, think about him, knew who he was. That's a life.
Yeah.
That's a life. Not everybody's going to have that life.
Right.
That's a life. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Be back with Carrie.
You did also get the USA Basketball FIBA World Cup roster. You look at that, you're like, oh, that's an incredible roster. That's an incredibly made-up roster.
They fit.
It's like looking at a puzzle, and you say, ta-da, this is how this all works.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Whole city turns up. Where the best belong. Never love. Shit, never love. 901 to the world, let them know we gotta never love. Yeah, never love. Bluff City show out, gotta never love, never love. Shit, never love. Got soul, got heart, got pride, gotta never love. Yeah, never love. 901 to the world, let them know we gotta never love.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
The Grizzlies 2026-27 schedule going to be released this Thursday. That's tomorrow. So make sure to join Rob, Lang, and Mike as they break down the schedule and preview the Grizzlies season. Download the Grind City Media app and subscribe to the Grind City Media YouTube channel to watch the schedule release show live this Thursday. That's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central. That's tomorrow, 2 p.m. on the Grind City Media app. Let's do carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
Well, one day away from the FedEx St. Jude Championship getting underway at TPC Southwind, Scottie Scheffler, world number one, four-time major champion, held a press conference earlier today, and here's a statement from him. You know what he said? This tournament definitely means a lot to me. I made my pro debut here. Definitely just kind of held a different feeling. Scottie Scheffler, in love with the FedEx St. Jude Championship. I don't want to hear it. I respect Scottie Scheffler, but I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, that's painful.
You know what I'd like to hear? I'd like to hear Scottie Scheffler say, and that's why, if the PGA Tour doesn't fix this and make Memphis a part of the championship series,
I'll never play on the PGA Tour again.
I will quit the PGA Tour.
Yeah, and start my own league.
I'll start my own league. Put my sticks down for a minute.
Yeah.
Start my own league.
I would have liked to have heard something.
I'd have
along
liked to
those
hear
lines.
that.
Yeah.
You know. Take a stand. Stand for something, Scottie Scheffler. Stand for something.
Yeah, come on, man.
What about the kids?
Yeah.
What about the kids? Oh, I made my pro debut here. Okay. But are you willing to fight for the kids? You're Scottie Scheffler. You carry a big stick. You could have threatened to quit the PGA Tour if they did this to Memphis. He could have threatened.
I know, man. Yeah, he could have.
Could have threatened to quit the PGA Tour.
Well, I'm glad he's here.
For now.
For now.
For now.
What's today's biggest game?
I'm taking you to the WNBA.
What's going on in the W? Did I get a dub last night, speaking of?
Yeah, congratulations on Sophie and Caitlin winning.
I thought so.
I know that was big for your community.
I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them.
I know Sophie and Caitlin winning was big for your community.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. Fever up.
So now you're 358, 305, and 4. You're plus 10.3 units. I don't think I'd updated you in a little while.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Last night was big for your community.
Yeah.
Tonight, it's the best team in the W, the Minnesota Lynx. They're at the Portland Fire at the Moda Center in Portland. I guess they're gonna try to keep this basketball team while that fella's trying to take the Blazers away.
Yeah.
They might be able to keep the Portland Fire. 9 o'clock tip. The Lynx are big favorites on the road, 12.5-point favorites.
I love that.
Total is 185.5. The Lynx are 27-7. That's the best record in the WNBA, and they're actually better away from home than they are at home. They are 14-5 at home, 13-2 on the road. They're 12-1 in their past 13 games. They got a 3-game lead over everybody else in the WNBA standings with only 10 games left. As you know, in the W, they only play 44 regular season games. 34 down, 10 to go. And the Lynx are 27-7. Olivia Miles is the star. You realize we're maybe watching history here. Do you know that? Rookies don't just become the best players, leading scorers on championship teams. And yet, Olivia Miles right now is averaging 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds a game. 23-year-old rookie, leading scorer on the best team in the W. The Lynx are even money right now to win the championship at plus 100. This is like Magic Johnson stuff.
It's pretty good.
And even Magic Johnson was not the best player on the Lakers team as a rookie. Kareem won the MVP that year, but Magic was the finals MVP. Cynthia Cooper was the best player on a championship team as a rookie, but she was 34 years old as a rookie.
Yeah.
She entered, she was 34 in her rookie year. So, Maya Moore, I read, was a great player on the 2011 Lynx team as a rookie that won the title, but she wasn't the leading scorer on that team. This is like very rare stuff to have a rookie being the leading scorer, best player on the best team in a sport. But Olivia Miles is doing it right now. 12.5-point favorites tonight. Total's 185.5. How you going to act?
So the Fire have won 2 in a row. They had lost 5 straight prior to that. That did catch my ears when you said that the Lynx are better on the road. 13.5 is such a big
12.5.
Oh, it's 12.5. Give me the Lynx. Give me the Lynx.
Gotta lay it.
Give me the Lynx.
Gotta lay it. Lynx minus 12.5. Tip off 9 o'clock tonight.
What are we watching on TV?
Man, buddy.
What's up?
I found a new television show.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's so good. I couldn't wait to tell you about this.
I can't find nothing.
I watched it 2 days ago. I was going to tell you about it yesterday, but I wanted to do it face to face.
Okay.
The Double Lives of Suburban Wives.
Sounds like The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Is this a Hulu original?
TLC.
Oh, God.
Don't know got it? You don't know nothing about it. Don't know got it? You don't know nothing about it.
Okay.
I would have got it too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened. I'm just scrolling TMZ the way I do sometimes. I'll get most of my best information from TMZ.
Yeah.
And so I'm scrolling through, and they said, woman speaks out, new star of new reality show, speaks out about backlash or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm like, I want to hear about this backlash.
Okay.
Like, I've never actually watched the Taylor Frankie Paul reality show. I've never seen
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Never seen 1 second of it, but I know everything about her. And so now I wanted to do the same thing with this woman.
Okay.
What's going on here? What's the backlash? What's happening here? So they say she got this new show coming out, Double Lives Suburban Wives. I said, okay, what's going on here? There's these women. They all live in the St. Louis area. And they're all like moms, like in their 30s, right? And they're all like moms, married. Most of them are married, moms, whole deal. And they, you know, they go to the car rider lines. They look just like the moms that I see at my kids' school every day, right? I mean, in some cases, like, look just like them. And they all also, they're adult content creators.
Oh, like OnlyFans. Yeah.
And they're also super Christians.
Interesting.
So they're battling with God and everybody else.
I was going to say.
Oh, they're battling with God. They're conflicted. Don't think they're not conflicted and struggling.
Okay.
Don't think they're not struggling with God. They're struggling. So it's kind of sad. Every one of them, you ask them, so how'd you get into this? And none of them are just like, oh, because it's so exciting and great. They're like, I was a nurse technician, and, you know, my husband got laid off. Or I was a something, and I lost my job. It's all like that. It's all like we didn't know how to pay the bills anymore. And COVID happened, we don't have to pay bills anymore. And so it's just like these normal women who were living next door to you, raising kids just like you're raising kids, but then they got in the adult content creation business. And like this one woman, like they go from husband lost job, she's 31 years old, they got a kid, they have no money, they don't know what to do. Now she makes $200,000 a month. Just like this one, the husband's talking, he's like, we set up a camera in the shower. My wife just took a shower with the camera on. Nothing sexual about it. She just bathed herself. We made $5,000 off of that.
Damn.
Like that. She just had to shower. $5,000. So the husbands are like, so anyway, I read about this and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then I'm getting ready to go to New York and I'm like on HBO Max. And I don't know if because I read it on TMZ, if it shot it into an algorithm or something, because I didn't expect to see it on HBO Max. But there it was on the HBO Max. Apparently TLC's got some sort of deal.
Okay.
And so it debuts on TLC, and then they shot it over to HBO Max. It was just right there. So I downloaded. I said, I'm going to watch this on my way to New York. And I couldn't stop watching.
It's pretty good.
If they had episode 2 and episode 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if they had them all, I'd just watch them all.
Okay.
I couldn't. So, they're all struggling with God. They all needed money. Now they're all making real money. The drama's coming, you can tell.
Yeah.
Somebody's husband's going to get jealous.
Yeah.
They're trying to incorporate some of their other friends into this too. So they're like, there's one friend group where it's like, this is my best friend forever. But now I take my clothes off on camera and she doesn't
She's
approve
mad
of
at
that.
me, yeah.
And so now their relationship's awkward. Here's a good one. There's one. They're all very religious. It's like a big component of this Southern Baptist type stuff. All right, and they're all mostly in like a lot of people now. Obviously, with the new reality show, it's cats at the bag, as they say. But in this moment, these women are doing this work mostly anonymously. Like their friends don't really know. Parents certainly don't know. So it's leading up to this. There's this one girl and her husband, and they feel like before the show goes on TLC and HBO Max and all that, they got to tell the parents, right?
Yep.
The dad is like literally a pastor.
Oh, God.
They set up these cameras at a restaurant, and so the parents, all they know is they're doing a reality show. All they know is that my daughter and her husband are doing a reality show on St. Louis area moms. That's all they know.
Oh, my God.
And so they sit down with mom and dad and the family, the whole family, and they're supposed to tell them, and they just can't do it because as they're getting ready to tell them, I swear, it's like, they order the food, and it's like, we're going to tell them we just got to do it. We just got to tell them. It's going to be hard, but we just got to tell them. And like they're clearly, it feels like they're getting ready to do it, and the dad goes, hey, please, can we all pray?
Oh, God.
And I'm just
God.
no, God.
Okay.
Oh, it's too good.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What is going on in St. Louis, by the way?
I don't know.
I watched DTF St. Louis. I know that's fiction, but like, bro, what's going on in St. Louis?
What is going on in St. Louis?
I mean, they had to have like come up with that idea for that show somewhere.
DTF,
and now this,
hey, people slipped on DTF St. Louis. It was great.
It was pretty good, yeah.
It got wild.
It got wild.
It got wild.
Yeah.
I admit that. It got wild. But I loved it.
I liked it too.
I like Jason Bacon.
Yeah.
So this thing, I couldn't get enough of it. And so she hasn't told her dad yet. We're still waiting on that. Hopefully that's in episode 2. But it's now, I think it comes out, new episode every Sunday.
Okay.
And you can find it on HBO Max. You ain't got to be some weirdo playing around on TLC.com and nothing like that. Find it on HBO Max.
Okay, I will.
Double Lives of Suburban Wives. Hey, here's what Slate said. The best new show on TV is on a network you would never expect. That's what Slate said. I'm trying to tell you. The Double Lives of Suburban Wives. These women, man.
Because when I think of TLC, I don't know, man.
I understand what you're saying. You see what Slate said? Slate said you'd never expect TLC to have it.
Yeah.
Slate's saying, I hear you. Slate is saying, I hear you say, I can't believe TLC. Right. And Slate's saying, buddy, it's the best show on TV.
Okay.
I can't. Here's what Slate said. The best new show on TV is on a network you'd never expect.
All right.
These women,
I'm
man.
in.
They're struggling with God. They don't know how to, that's the thing they don't know how to deal with. They don't know if they're being judged or not. And I don't know either. I don't know either. Because they're like, their faith is very important to them. But the money's so easy. So how do you balance those things? You got to get in the scripture and figure it out. I don't think it's for me to figure out. I think it's for them to figure out. But they're struggling with it. They love to tell you how much they're struggling with it.
Do women subscribe to OnlyFans, or is it just a guy thing?
I think anybody can subscribe to OnlyFans.
You think there's like a market for like a beard fetish out there?
I think there's a market for just about everything. Yeah, I think there's somebody out there.
I could use a little extra.
I think there's somebody out there who would pay to touch your beard. Sure.
I'd allow it too. Maybe not touch.
Hey,
OnlyFans, the whole point is it's over the internet.
Hey, jokes aside for a second. I do think it's an interesting conversation because none of these women wanted to do this. At least that's what they're saying, right?
Right.
I think they do get in. Well, the one guy was like, I took a picture of my wife, no face, and then put it on some Reddit thing somewhere, like and it got a bunch of likes, and he's like, I think my wife liked that. Like the attention she got from it, and then whatever. But they all like to say, we don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But then they also say like even the husbands rationalize it. So this one husband said, I was getting up every day and working. I would leave before my kid even goes to school. I get up in the dark. I don't even get to see my kid off to school. And I get home 1 hour before he goes to bed. This guy was like, I have 1 hour with my son all day long. That was my life. And that was just to barely make ends meet. That was the life we were living. Now, I spend every hour with my son, and all my wife has to do is take a shower with the camera right there. We have a better life right now. I spend more time with my wife, more quality time with my son. We have disposable income. We can go on vacations. We went from struggling paycheck to paycheck and never being home working all day to now we take our son to school, we come home, we work, create content, and we make $200,000 a month now. We are multimillionaires now.
Okay.
On some level, it's like, okay, I don't even know how to argue. Well, how would I even? Yeah, like that. Like, work to death every day, all day long. Don't see your family. Don't get appreciated. Don't nothing. Or, yes, you're clearly giving up something, and I bet you got to have weird conversations with the kids. I don't know, but like on a very basic level, I'm like, I get that. I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. Anyway, the Double Lives of Suburban Wives. That's my new favorite show. You can watch episode 1 right now on HBO Max.
What's the best thing we've read?
Over at CBSSports.com, they have ranked every college football team 1 to 138. Ohio State is number 1, followed by Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas, Georgia, Indiana at number 6, Miami at 7, Texas Tech 8, Oklahoma 9, LSU at 10. That's Lane Kiffin. Ole Miss comes in at 12, if you care about that. You want to know where Memphis is?
I'm going to say 42.
72.
That's disrespectful.
I thought so, too.
That is extremely disrespectful.
I find that also to be disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm going to need someone to print that out and put it on the bulletin board in that locker room.
Memphis is listed at 72. The Tigers' week 0 opponent, UNLV, at 57.
Damn, that's kind of disrespectful for them, too.
So we're going to have to go out to Las Vegas and upset a higher-ranked team on the road, at least according to the 138 rankings over at CBSSports.com. So if you want to look at them, go to the website. It's on the homepage. Again, CBSSports.com.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow's going to be Thursday. You know how much I love Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1 of the FedEx St. Jude Championship will be underway. Michael Wallace will join me. Grizzly schedule release.
Yes.
Coming tomorrow.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Been waiting on that schedule.
Can't wait.
Okay.
All right. Hey, you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, man.
I'm going to try to enjoy mine. And we're going to meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.